Hey everyone, this is Tom Henks and I'm back with another vlog. So first of all, raise your hands. Who thought that the previous one was going to be the last vlog in 2016? You didn't, did you? In any case, and this by the way might not even be the last one of 2016 because holidays are coming up. And well, first of all, definitely I'm going to be streaming. And well, I don't know when and where yet. I mean, I know where, probably in my room if I had to guess, but yeah, definitely I'm gonna be streaming today and tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central European time. But for anything after that, I'm not completely sure yet. So, there's a lot of stuff to talk about today. First of all, yeah, if you guys haven't seen it on Twitter yet, I have received my black PRS 7-string, and I'm super happy about it, man. That is, like, honestly, considering that I got it for less than half price of what it normally is. Like, that's an epic deal right there. That guitar is awesome. And if I didn't tell you, like, right about now, that it was made in Korea, you probably didn't know it, right? See? You learn something new every day. So, I am headed towards Villach right now because, well, a little bit of a lesson in, let me adjust this for a second, a little bit of a lesson about, you know, where I live, the topography. I live in the county of Canton, and Canton has two, well, major cities in the context of, well, in the context of, you know, when the county or when the whole county has like 500,000 people living. So in the context of that, we have two major cities. It's Klagenfurt, where I live, and that has about 100,000, and then there's Villach, which has about 60,000. But you gotta think about this way. Klagenfurt is more about like tourism and you know, stuff like that. Whereas Villach has a lot of industry and a lot of, you know, production and stuff like that. So I was looking for some cable ties, but from stainless steel, because my father wants some of those for Christmas from me, so I can do more work. And I've honestly, in Klagenfurt we have a bunch of like car stores. Even two or three stores that are specifically for anything made from iron or steel, and I've been to all of them, and none of them had what I was looking for. And then the first, it's a biker store in Villach that I called. They said, yeah, we have a bunch of those available, no problem at all. You see, like, whenever I can't get something in Klagenfurt, I can 99% of the time I can get it in Villach, so maybe I should live in Villach instead. In any case, that was the other thing. So that's where I'm headed right now. Yeah, with there's one big topic today that I want to cover, that I want to ask you guys. And that is, do you think it would be a good idea for me to create my own website? I know there's gonna be a bunch of positives and negatives to evaluate here, and I want to go with you through all of them, or all of them that I can think of right now, at least. So obviously, a clear disadvantage would be that, first of all, creating it takes a lot of time and effort, and combined with the fact that I don't have like a huge amount amount of followers here on YouTube or on any other social media platform, realistically, who's gonna go on my own website? So that's the big thing in that regard. I don't know if it's gonna pay off, is what I'm saying. However, it would make my life a whole lot easier in some other aspects. For example, it could act not only as the platform on which I share my videos that I create in the future, and I wouldn't have to worry whether it is like an Age of Empires 2 Let's Play on the Strategy Game Central channel, or whether it's a vlog or a music video or whatever it is. Anything can go up there. And I don't mean it in the sense that I would upload the videos there rather than on YouTube, but rather I would upload them to YouTube, and anything I upload on YouTube will be also shared on there. Then, on top of that, I could make it so you guys can send me private messages there, which is currently not really a thing on any other platform that I'm using. I could post big blogs of what's going through my mind and at any given moment, and that's important because I don't always have time to make these videos. And also, you gotta imagine my mind as a fucking Bermuda Triangle. Nobody knows exactly where it is, what's inside, and the few people who have tried to explore it, which in this case is only myself, have gotten lost somewhere along the way. And what I just said should probably prove the point there. So, and because of that, I often have no idea what to really say, what to really talk about, and I don't prepare for these vlogs or anything, but that also leads to me forgetting to talk about one or two things that I wanted to mention in the vlog, and then I'm gonna have to talk about that afterwards. If I had a platform where I could post longer vlogs, like written blogs, at any given time, then I could just talk about it immediately and interact with you guys as soon as it comes to my mind. Also, that is the other thing about it. It will be a lot more interactive than this right here. And also, I could create polls, and whatever with my own website. I can do whatever I want. I could even say if we reach 50,000 subscribers or so on YouTube, I could even open a print store or something like that. Or it would just be my own website, and I could do whatever the fuck I want with it. And plus, I actually know someone who has studied what's that term called? I think web design. Is that what it's called? Basically, he studied the skill of designing internet platforms / web pages. Plus, anything related with picture editing and whatnot. He is the guy who made the channel banner on Tom Henks. So yeah, if I asked him, he probably wouldn't do it immediately, but because we've been good friends on the automation forums, on the old automation forums, up until we've had a lot of contact up until Steam got or automation got released on Steam. So to give you a little bit of an idea, we've still had a little bit of contact after that, but not very much. But we still respect each other a great deal for what both of us have done, and I'm pretty sure he could help me. So again, what do you think about the idea? Own website, yes or no? Maybe some aspects that I haven't considered, and I wanted to talk about today is that 2017. I kind of mixed up English and German there for a second. It happens way too often recently because I'm speaking a lot of English and I'm speaking a lot of German recently. Surprise, surprise, huh? And I don't know why, but sometimes I just get some words confused, especially words that consist of multiple words, and I sometimes mix up the first part of one language with the second part of another language. In any case, so 2017 is going to have to be a year of changes for me. It's going to be, first of all, I'm going to look for another job, as I've said in the previous vlog, and it's gonna probably be the one at the factory that I was talking to you about, where an ex colleague of my father is now working. And aside from that, I've also started to be looking at jobs from home on the internet, so that I don't have to move very far from where I'm now. Although I do still want to move. I want to get out of this apartment where I'm right now. So on the move, I want to get a new job. I want to do some work from home aside of it, so I can, have a little bit of an easier time paying my bills / my loan rates and whatnot. So all of that is definitely a thing. And I definitely also want to work a lot harder on my guitar skills than I have recently. And but ever since the PRS arrived, man, I've been motivated. And definitely hope I hope that motivation carries on. And I've also, the thing is, at first glance, a 7-string guitar may just look like a normal guitar with a 7th string on top of it, and that's right. It's what it is technically, but the spectrum of sound that you can make is just that much bigger, and as a result, you have even more room for creativity, for creating new styles of music that you can write and play, and that's a key factor there. And that's what also inspired me to write a couple more new tunes and riffs, for future songs that I want to be writing. And that's another thing right there. It's not only inspired me to play more, but also to write more. And I've actually also created a potential intro tune for the SGC channel, although that has absolutely nothing to do with distorted electric guitars or heavy metal or anything like that, which would be the music that I would be playing if I had a band. But because like Age of Empires 2 and Age of Mythology and whatnot, usually those kind of games play in the Middle Ages, and therefore that tune is more inspired by that sort of music style. And I don't know, I am probably going to be using it in the future, although I have to say it has been written in Guitar Pro 6, which I find is a very intuitive to use tablature writing program. And the thing about it though is that especially instruments like violins or whatnot, they don't really sound that realistic. So that is the one problem that I have, is that I may have written a tune, and it may consist of the notes that I wanted it to, but the sounds that these virtual instruments make don't really resemble what I would like them to sound like. I don't know if that if the point comes across, but I'm gonna have to re-listen to it again and again and see if I can do anything about the mixing and the EQ to make it sound better. I've already tried pretty hard, but you can always try harder. Remember that for other things in life, and maybe it will make its way into the intros of SGC in the future. So we've covered these topics, and another thing is that recently my camera that I'm using right now, and it's also the only one I have aside from my phone camera, it's been running short on memory recently, and so I went ahead and deleted some old files, basically just clean up the memory space, and by doing that I accidentally also deleted the clips that I was planning to use for the BMW review video. So those are now gone, and that tells me that because I have so much stuff going on at the moment that I want to handle like now or very shortly, I think it's a good reminder that there are certain things right now that are just much lower priority than others, and definitely car videos are not gonna be happening anytime soon, and I'm sorry for you guys, but it's just there are just so many other things right now that have taken priority, and it's just I just don't know how to do it all, and also these car videos that I was planning to do. It just I only have so much time at any given day, so there is that. I think I've finally covered all the topics that I wanted to talk about today, and I've almost reached my destination, which tells me how long this vlog must be right now. And hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Christmas, and I'll see you again in the next vlog. Goodbye.